We are taking over your airwaves. In 3, 2, 1.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
Good morning, Zebras. It is May 29th, 2025. It's a blue day here at New Brunswick High School. It is Throwback Thursday. It appears we're throwing it back to earlier this year when I would do the show by myself because nobody came to play with Mr. Nessie in the podcast studio this morning. Hope you're doing well today, despite the weather, despite the rain. It's another day. Let's do it again. Wait, never mind. We got Mr. Allen coming on in. No, we're just getting started. I came out flying this morning.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Good morning.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I mean, I came to see you last Friday and you took a day off.
I did. It was a legitimate day. I didn't,
Okay.
just skip out.
There you go. Glad. I hope you had fun doing whatever you were doing.
I did have fun doing what I did.
And then Tuesday, my normal day to be on air. It was rough getting up, man.
I hear you.
I cooked on Monday, and then it was just rough getting up. So
What'd you cook?
I made I made 2 steaks, zucchini and squash, and grilled chicken and baked potato.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Good. How was your weekend? 4-day weekend?
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I mean, the weather was nice. I had did the Little League thing, did the cut my lawn thing,
Okay.
and had time to do the nothing thing.
Got you.
So it was nice to catch your breath here on the stretch run.
Oh. I wish it wasn't a long stretch.
Hey, we are one day closer.
Yes, we are.
One day closer. All right, we got weather, announcements, sports, and we'll see where we throw it back to today.
We'll make it sweet. We'll make it short. Now here for you is the weather report.
No weather, baby.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 57 degrees, and there's just water everywhere. It's cloudy, it's gray, it's misty, it's rainy, it's fat rain, it's light rain. It's just rain. Ugh.
Yeah.
Low of 54 today. We have passed that, and we're going up to a high of 72, but it's a miserable day in the neighborhood, other than the fact that the sun always shines inside New Brunswick High School.
Here you go. I think it's supposed to get a little better, though, this afternoon, but then tomorrow we getting hit again.
Great. Way to bring the positivity, Coach. All right, this is a podcast. Scan the Zebra code, and you can subscribe and listen on demand wherever you listen to podcasts. We appreciate your subscription or follow in advance. Miss Morano, quote of the day.
Good morning. This is Miss Morano with your quote of the day. Mental health problems don't define who you are. They're something you experience. You walk in the rain and you feel the rain, but importantly, you are not the rain. Matt Haig.
Gotta be honest, after this week, I am starting to feel like I am the rain.
Real, man. I'm wondering if they moved our state.
Yeah, right? May showers didn't used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, national days.
Today is the National 529 Day.
529 for your kids' college accounts.
Oh,
Set up your 529.
okay. National
Go ahead, Coach.
Coke Oven Day. Did I get it?
It sounds good. It's some type of chicken dish.
Chicken dish, really? Okay.
Yes.
And National Paperclip Day, man. Whoever comes up these days, man, it's like, it's National Headphone Day. When is that day?
I will find out for you. All right. On this day in history, May 29th, 1848, the great state of Wisconsin enters the Union. On this date in 2005, Danica Patrick becomes the first woman to lead during the Indy 500. And on this date in 2014, actress Laverne Cox becomes the first transgender person to appear on the cover of Time magazine. She starred in, I know a lot of kids watch this, Orange is the New Black.
Oh, really?
Great Netflix show.
I know a woman that's in there. Well, I know her sister.
Really?
Yeah. She, I don't know her name. I met her once because we're good friends with the sister.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
met her once, and she was so chill. Like, she was at the soccer game, and she was just sat there. People was coming up to her. She was real pleasant and everything like that, but you would never know that she was a celebrity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's always nice when they're pleasant.
Yeah.
All right, clubs today, Coach.
All right, today, on Thursday, we have the Alliance Club meeting at 2:45 to 3:45 in room A208, and the Art Club, same time, 2:45 to 3:45 in A101.
Your New Brunswick High School band has 2 summer camps coming up this summer. We've got Summer Jazz Band Camp, July 1st to the 17th, Monday through Thursday during that time period, 7:45 to 2 p.m., and you can dive into the world of jazz with group instruction, theory, and composition, and a master class led by some guest artists. So if you are in the band, sign up for Summer Jazz Band Camp. Also, Marching Band Camp coming up this August 18th to the 21st, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then August 25th to August 28th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you want to participate in the marching band this fall, you've got to attend Marching Band Camp this summer. For more information, reach out to Dr. Mersinger or any other member of the music department.
Did you play an instrument when you was growing up?
I always wanted to play the trumpet, and my parents said nope.
I played the trumpet.
I dabble on the piano keyboard a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You know, I play by ear, and some people think I'm deaf.
Oh, wow.
Did you play an instrument?
I played the trumpet from 3rd grade to 9th grade.
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah. 3rd grade to 9th grade.
Man.
I played the trumpet. Then I got to the high school and was like, can't play football and be in a band.
Could you still play the trumpet if somebody handed you a trumpet? Could you figure it out after a minute or two?
Probably could.
That's cool. I'm still jealous.
I think I still remember a couple of the keys.
Actually, I've debated because I would love to be able to. I have many fantasies. Would be to go into a hotel lobby and just sit at the piano and play and make people happy.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of maybe auditing our piano 1 class next year
Really?
and just kind of going in and trying to take it
Right.
if they have an extra seat.
You know, Grant Hill does that.
Plays the piano?
Yeah. Like if he's at a hotel, whatever, they say he goes, sits, I guess, asked, I'm quite sure, but he sits down and he plays.
I would love to do
Yeah.
that. Here's something I don't want to do, and that's go to summer school, but some people might have to. So why don't you tell us about this opportunity, Coach?
Here it is. Scan the Dynacode. Summer school. Some of you may need it. The deadline to file your application is May 31st, 2025. That day is coming soon. So if you think you need to take summer school to get some of them classes back, I believe you can take 2. You might want to scan this Dynacode here or go see your guidance counselor or check your email because maybe your guidance counselors are forward thinking and saying, I know you need this. Here it is. So scan the Dynacode, please. Get those 5 or 10 credits.
Yes. A little event coming up from the Key Club. They're having a make your own ice cream event coming up next week on June 4th. And based on the weather I've looked ahead, it's going to be hot next week.
Yeah.
In the 90s, so great day to make ice cream. Come out, join the Key Club, B212, 3 to 5 o'clock. It is $5 to participate, and they will give you everything you need to make your own ice cream. Now, it's not like go and make your own sundae. You got to make the ice cream first.
Oh, so they're going to give you all of the ingredients. That's what the $5 is for.
Yeah, so the
Gotcha.
cream, the sugar, the
Yeah.
ice, the maybe salt. So, yeah, go make your own ice cream.
Okay. Here we go. Get involved. Join the Student Council. Student Council meets every first and third Thursday in B321 from 2:45 to 3:45. If you can't make those dates, we have the Class Council, which meets every second and fourth Thursday. Same location, B321 from 2:45 to 3:45. Visit the nbstudentcouncil.com or you can follow on Instagram at nbhs.stuco.
Seniors, we got Senior Spirit Week coming up June 9th through the 13th, so in a couple of weeks. Monday, I didn't change the dates on here. Monday, June 9th, we've got Kindergarten Day, so come dressed like you did back in kindergarten with your mismatched clothes, your bright colors, and shoelaces that you can't tie. Kindergarten day.
So that's
Tuesday.
Velcro sneakers.
Yes. Tuesday is college day, so come on that Tuesday, June 10th, wearing your college sweatshirt, t-shirt, rep where you're going, or if you're joining the military, wear something and show a little pride in what you're doing next. Wednesday, June 11th is Future Career Day, so dress like you think you'll be going to work in, say, 5 to 10 years. Thursday, June 12th is Senior Day. Dress like a senior citizen. So come on out dressed like the older people. Not like myself or Mr. Allen. You got to go much older than that.
There you go.
Extreme old. And then Friday, June 13th, Senior Class Color Day. One more day to rock your pink gear. So get your jeans painted, get your bedazzled eye jewels ready, and come on out and celebrate Senior Spirit Week.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's see. Who we rocking with today? We did the seniors last week. Oh, I was going to do the seniors on Friday, but
I did do them on Thursday.
You took care of them on Thursday.
Took care of them on Thursday. Gave them a
Sweet.
little prom shout out.
Sweet. Let's go to our guys. Freshman Academy, class of 2028. Miss Agliara and Miss Foster. You can follow them at NB Class of 28 on Instagram. It's not too late to join the Google Classroom. The code is Y as in yellow, 3, P as in pizza, Z as in zebra, E as in Edward, I as in ice cream, and P as in pizza. Please join.
And I
Not
see
too
them a
late.
couple times a week now. They're selling like Italian ice and candy, so they're starting to raise their money. Build up that class bank
they
account.
outside then, huh? I got a couple singles I'm going to donate.
There you go. Seniors, it's your time of year. You're invited to the Senior Sunset, Friday, June 13th, a great way to wrap up Senior Spirit Week. It is from 5 to 9 p.m. here at the high school. It is free to all graduating New Brunswick Public School seniors. So it's like a carnival atmosphere.
Yeah.
I've been here a couple times, did the dunk tank. So it's a great night. Come on down. Oh, yeah.
You were in the dunk tank?
Oh, yeah. I did it a couple years in a row.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good fun.
That's bravery.
And it's near the end of the year, so we've got a new segment here calling this Oh, the Places You'll Go. So we want to shout out some seniors, and we're going to do as many as we can, and we'll hit them all. But we're going to start here. Where are you going after high school? Shout out to Angela. She's going to the University of Virginia, also one of the co-hosts of Peer to Peer. We got Zaikwaji Weeks going to University of Pennsylvania. Shout out Zaikwaji.
It's my man right there.
Shout out Kayla Anderson heading to Delaware State University. Shout out to Michelle. She is going to Rutgers University in Newark, also co-host of Peer to Peer. And 2 more for today. Shout out to our boy Edwin, hangs with us on Fridays. Going to, you like to call him Mr. Colgate?
That's right. Mr. Colgate right there. FBI agent. Whoa.
Yeah. And shout out to Natasha heading to Middlesex College. And she wants to be a professional chef.
Nice.
That sounds delicious.
Some of their majors is like, man, that's some heavy studying right there.
Oh, yeah.
Nursing.
Lots of books.
Yeah. Wow.
Go Zebras, yes.
Happy birthday. Send us your birthday shout-outs. They're free. I want to shout out my daughter, Layla. Layla's birthday was yesterday. She turned 26. Happy birthday, Layla. I don't even know who she is, but she comes to the basketball games and sits behind the bench. You think she's a coach? Dad, put that person in. But happy birthday, Layla. If you guys want to get somebody out there, you got a couple more days. Send us your information so we can shout them out for their birthdays. It will truly make their day if they get a shout out from one of their friends, buddies, what have you.
There you go.
When's your birthday, Ness?
It was in April.
Oh.
Me, Bethay, Cinto, we all have the same
Oh,
birthday.
yeah. Okay, I got it.
Zebra merch on sale all day, every day. Scan the Zebra code. Got some great merch available for you, representing the network and all of the podcasts here. We don't make any money, not a fundraiser. So rock the gear, support what we do. Thank you in advance.
Announcements. Visit our website, zebrapodcastnetwork.com. You can get your announcement to us by submitting a Google form, or you can send us a voicemail, or you can even email myself, Mr. Nessie, and we will get it to the proper person to get your announcement out there. And now, the Zebra Sports Desk.
Good morning, Zebras. So the flag football game that I thought was today was yesterday. Unfortunately, it did not go our way. Your flag football team was defeated 27-13 by Hunterdon Central, and that ends their playoff run in the Big Central Conference tournament.
Good run. Good run by the ladies. I'll take a semifinals for right now. 2 years in. I think next year they got to go. It's not a club anymore. It's actually a
Varsity sport.
varsity sport. So
Yes.
we're losing Kennedy, but we got some strength behind her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So one woman does not stop the show.
No. We got lots of strong females in this building,
Yeah.
so flag football should continue to grow.
I had one young lady say to me, "Why can't girls play football, tackle football?" She said, "Instead of out here fighting, all we could do is put our uniform on. We go out there and just hit each other." I said, "You know what? That ain't a bad idea." You know what I'm saying? You're taking out your aggression a different way. You're playing a sport. You're not just out here fighting.
They're not allowed to play football. Girls can go out for football here.
Yeah. But I don't think they would do it. You know what I'm saying? I think she was talking more like a true tackle football team for the girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
like total girl versus girl.
Yeah. But I thought that was somewhat ingenious. She said instead of fighting with our hands, we could put on a uniform,
Put on the
put on
pads.
the pads, and bang each other up a little bit and go, okay, it's over.
There you go. There was last year, maybe it was 2 years ago. There were two twin girls that played football for Asbury Park High School.
Oh, yeah?
They were on the line.
Really? A few years ago, my daughter Jordan played with a girl named Leva, awesome soccer player. But she was the field goal kicker for, I think, it wasn't Red Bank Catholic, someone down South Jersey. But she did that for 2 years. She was the field goal kicker.
Not uncommon. Find that soccer player who can kick field goals.
Exactly.
Or punt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What else? So, I mean, that really kind of wraps it up for sports. We got a couple of other sports announcements, but we kind of started sports this year with football, and we have ended it with a football game.
Yeah.
So we will do our full sports wrap-up towards the end of the week. I got to calculate some numbers, get some more information, and we'll do a full wrap on sports. Also want to remind you that you can still celebrate the boys' championship in the Ray Sipperly Invitational. We got merch available. Same deal as all our merch. No profits, not a fundraiser. Scan the Zebra code and commemorate the county champs.
Did you have a cost on any of that stuff? How much you think?
The T-shirt is $19.99. The sweatshirt is maybe 28 and change.
Okay.
The hat is 20 and change. Everything is and change.
Okay.
All the at-cost prices.
Gotcha. All right.
Scan the Zebra code and support boys baseball by rocking the gear.
Proud of those guys.
And now here's an announcement from the incomparable Miss O'Gorman.
Good morning, Zebra Nation. This is Coach O'Gorman, your varsity girls volleyball coach, with an exciting announcement. We're already preparing for the fall 2025 season, and if you're interested in playing girls volleyball, then you need to be at our interest meeting on Monday, June 2nd at 2:50 in room D305. Whether you've played before or want to try something new, we'd love to see you there. Come find out what it takes to be a part of our team. You can also join our Google Classroom with the code F3UCGHI and follow us on Instagram at NBHS_girls volleyball for updates and more info. Let's go Zebras, and I hope to see you on June 2nd.
That's it for sports. Go Zebras!
You're listening to the Zebra Podcast Network. Your school, your voice.
All right, Mr. Allen, it is May 29th. We inch ever closer to June. It is a throwback Thursday, Blue Day here. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to throw it back to? Ball's in your court.
I don't care, man. I probably talk. I do the same thing every time. You know, my wheelhouse is sports, but we could go whatever, man. Like, I don't know. Let's just chat. What about that? Is that cool? Or
We could chat. We could chat.
topic? You know.
What is top of mind for you today?
I'm talk about that. The summer, I guess.
the summer, so you want to throw it ahead.
Yeah. Oh. So we could go topic, but throwback topic.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. TV shows.
TV shows.
You know, the stuff that back in the day, you had the Brady Bunch, throwback, Laverne and Shirley.
Oh yeah. Happy Days.
Happy Days. More from Ork.
How about Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock.
I'm Just a Bill.
Yeah, that was. I think everybody knows that song. What about the Jackson 5?
Love the Jackson 5.
Remember they had a cartoon.
They did. Everybody had a cartoon.
The Harlem Globetrotters had a cartoon.
And everybody met Scooby-Doo.
Yep. And
Actually, I'll start you there. So, Scooby-Doo fan?
Yeah, I was cool with them. I was
cool with Scooby-Doo. They did a number of crossovers, like Scooby-Doo meets fill in the blank. Was there one that stood out to you, a favorite Scooby-Doo meets the...
Let's go back into the memory banks here. Probably like I am with most things, I don't focus on one thing. So, like, I can't... This is probably the bad about me. I don't have a focus on just one thing. So, like, I might be watching Scooby-Doo, but I was doing something else that had my attention as well.
Uh-oh.
It could have been, yeah. But, I don't know. I just used to just enjoy watching it. When it came on, I knew when it came on, and I'm parked in front of that TV. You know what I'm saying?
I will say my favorite one, because I guess I focus on the specifics, Scooby-Doo when they met Batman and Robin.
Okay.
I mean, that's a classic one.
Yeah, is it okay? I didn't really watch that one.
They met the Harlem Globetrotters. You brought them up.
Yep. I remember that. Tom and Jerry.
Oh. Here's a beautiful thing about Tom and Jerry.
That's my boy, the dog.
No dialogue.
Yes.
Just classical music.
Yes. And stuff that made you laugh and you go like, wow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The true comedy without words being said.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But then,
violent comedy.
Right. Occasionally, the bulldog.
Yes.
You see, that's my boy, that was a good cartoon.
His name was Butch. Was it Butch? I think it was Butch.
But, again, that wasn't a character that was in all episodes. Normally, it was just them two.
Yes.
The Tom and Jerry.
Looney Tunes.
Oh, where do you want to start there? Bugs Bunny.
My boys got into Looney Tunes in the last couple of years, and then we have HBO Max, and they were really disappointed that they, within the last couple of months, took down all the old Looney Tunes off of Max.
Really very good. Now
they have like newer Looney Tunes type stuff, but like all the older stuff.
So
they took that off.
Did they YouTube it now, or?
Yeah, they have ways to find it.
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
Yeah. You have a favorite Looney Tune? Character you resonate with?
Toucan Sam. I like him. I like him. What about this group of guys, Heckle and Jekyll? Did you ever see those? There was the Ravens, two Ravens. Heckle and Jekyll.
I don't know.
See, I guess I got you a little bit on those guys. Remember when, was it WPIX had the games that you can play? I guess you call in.
Nah, that's pre-me.
Really?
Yeah,
So they had
you got me by a couple years.
Yeah, they had a thing where in the morning and in the evenings after school, you can call in, and they had like video game. It might be Galactica.
Okay.
Their version of Galactica, and in order for it to shoot, you say picks.
Oh, picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard people talk about that.
Yeah. So that was something big, and then you had the Great Space Coaster, Gary Gnu. You ever heard of that guy? There's no good news like good news by Gary Gnu.
No.
Yeah, that was Channel 11 cartoons. Any cartoons you want to throw out there?
I mean, I love classics like, He-Man, Thundercats, Super Friends.
Yep.
Voltron.
Oh, now that one, that was a great cartoon. I like that.
There's going to be a live action Voltron that's coming out. It was supposed to go into theaters. I think it's going right to streaming, Netflix or one of the other ones. Henry Cavill played Superman most recently. He's in the movie, and it's live action Voltron. And I've said for years, why are we not getting live action versions of like Thundercats? How has there been no Thundercats movie series live action? We're getting a new He-Man movie. I know that's in production now. So
But
make those movies and just take my money.
yeah, but here's the question: do you think like it has to be the right one for it to hit? You think Thundercats would hit like that in a movie theater?
I think Thundercats would hit. I think there's enough Hollywood talent. You could cast that movie. You could definitely do a Thundercats trilogy for sure. That's a franchise.
Yeah, but you think like I think like He-Man, little kids of today, if you walked them through Walmart and saw that green guy, they were like, "Ooh, let me get that." Do you think they would do the same thing for Thundercats?
I think it would start with a movie
Oh, okay.
because moms and dads, that hits that nostalgia button.
And they'll bring the kids along to say,
Like I'm looking for. I mean, I told both my kids. I mean, they may not be super into superhero movies, but they know where we're going to be on July 11th this summer.
okay.
We'll be at the AMC watching Superman. Take my money.
See, again, I think Superman hits differently than because I think Superman is like one that transcends generations.
But see, here's what I would do. If let's say they announce, Thundercats
Right.
coming summer 2026, I would go on streaming and I would find Thundercats and I would start showing them Thundercats.
Right. You would have to preface it.
I would
big
get them
time.
into it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying to you, like, I think some movies or some cartoons or something like that, you don't have to preface it because I just think it's out there like that. It's some of them that just jump right out. Like I said, you could be walking through Walmart and the kid would see that and be like, "Ooh, I want that." Yeah, and you don't need a movie.
It's true.
That's the way I'm looking at it. Because, like, I walked through the store with my granddaughter and she's like, "Ooh, G-Pop, can I get that?" I'm like, "You don't even know what that is." But
Hey, mid-40s and I still head for the toy aisle when I go to Walmart and Target.
do you Lego at all, anything like that?
Look, I make adult money
Okay.
and there are still toys that are too expensive for me.
And Legos is one of them.
Lego, too corporate, too brand focused.
Okay.
I mean, it was great for Lego, to get all these brand partnerships, whether it's Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, the Disney stuff. NASCAR. But like all these Lego sets today, I think they strip kids of creativity, to be honest. When I played with Legos as a kid, like you got like the city, the space set, and then like you built it. And now it's like built to then be on display. It's not built to be creative with, I don't think.
Okay. I can deal with that. Where are we going from here?
Well, you had mentioned summer. So what made summer great for you when you were a kid? Like school gets out, what was taking up your time as a kid?
Oh, man.
Give me a typical Allen summer day.
I grew up in Linden. Linden has a bunch of wards. So each ward had a park. And then everybody in that ward represented the park. So we would go play softball against other parks, 3-on-3 basketball against other parks. We would go to the bike jamboree where they had different events that you would have to do on a bike.
Okay.
Park citywide. We would have checker tournaments, paddle tennis tournaments. The modern version of paddle tennis tournaments, pickleball.
Yeah.
And my park, or the parks around the town, had like some summers we had in the morning before the park opened at 9. They had a truck that ride around, and they drop off breakfasts. You know, so you would get a bagel, juice or whatever it might be. 9 o'clock, the park director is there. It's on from 9 to 5, man. It would be arts.
So all these events, they were organized.
Yep.
Were there things you did that were just like you and your buddies just like pick up, whether it's basketball and stuff?
So we would do like my street was Hustle Street. So all of my friends that came and hung on my street, we would play Blanky Street. And football in the street, touch football. We would play them in tackle football because next to my house we had 2 big fields that we can play on. So we would play baseball on those fields. We would play wiffle ball against other guys, other streets. You know what I'm saying? And it was it was competitive. It was dope, and it was like
I bet.
our friends, like we would, can we play? Me and my friends would be like, "No, the game is locked. You can't play with us. Or you can't come on the block." You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing for us. And then you get some guys who be like, "Oh, we want to come down. Can we hang with you guys?" And we'll let them come down, and bring those guys in. But then, like I said, the biggest thing though, man, was those games at the park. In the morning, you had arts and crafts for like 2-3 hours, making lanyards.
Lanyards, the friendship
lace.
bracelets.
Yeah, with the laces and all of that.
Yeah.
Chain. And then the sports activities or whatever activities would start around 11, 10 or something like that. And then you have to go to lunch, and then that's when you go play somebody. We play St. Mark's today. So we all get on the bikes, everybody ride, go over the train tracks. You show up at the park at the same time. You play softball.
Yeah.
And if guys didn't have gloves, we would share the glove. You just leave the glove on the field.
Yeah.
So it was nice. And then, like I said, you playing against your park, you get a shirt for the championship. That was my summer.
Let me ask you this about sports. Is there a sport that you didn't have access to or wasn't a thing that you see now that you're like, if I was a kid now, I would go play that, or I'd be good at that?
Lacrosse.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, lacrosse wasn't. It had to be out there because Jim Brown was an All-American in it. But I was never exposed to lacrosse until my daughter started playing soccer. No, I take that back. When I started working in Westfield.
Okay.
I worked at Westfield High School, and their boys and girls lacrosse teams are pretty good.
Is there a sport you miss playing?
That I did play?
That you did play.
I should have played football in college.
Was the opportunity there, or at that point you had focused on basketball?
The opportunity, my football scholarships are way bigger schools than my basketball scholarships.
Really?
Yeah.
What position or positions did you play football?
Quarterback. Yeah. I was the Major Harris of college football, or high school football. At that time, the option quarterback. I visited West Virginia and Kansas for football because they ran the option. I had offers from Georgia Tech, Boston College, Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers in football.
And were you just more in love with basketball?
I worked harder at basketball. Basketball is back then it was way more accessible than football.
Okay.
Only football that I get was we played in the street touch or we play free for all. I went to one football camp because Syracuse was recruiting me, so I went there. But I went to basketball camp every summer.
Yeah.
I played basketball in the park every day. Me and my friends, if I was on punishment, we would play basketball on the street sign. Like it says Hustle Street, as the ball hit SS, then you scored.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So basketball was accessible. With football, it's not like now where you got 7-on-7 and camps for that. That was not accessible. So I played football from August 6th to Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you? What sport would you play?
If it was more a thing when I was in high school, I probably would have also played volleyball.
Right. Was volleyball a high school sport?
I think it was, but I grew up in Spotswood.
Okay.
Right down Route 18 here, and we didn't have it other than gym class. But
Gotcha.
I love to play volleyball.
Did you play field hockey when you was in gym? Not field hockey, floor hockey?
Oh, I love floor hockey. But I also grew up playing roller hockey.
Yeah, me too. In the street.
Oh, yeah.
We would lay the carriages down. We'd take a carriage from Food Town, bring 2 back, drop them, and then next to my house we had a train track that had white rocks that was like chalk, and we would make our
You can make the
hockey field or
yeah.
hockey. What is it, hockey field? No, hockey rink.
Rink, yeah.
On the street.
Yeah, I'd say my best times were like when my dad was a kid, it was go play ball from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
For me, when I hit that 13 to 17, it was go to the park, play roller hockey, or it was go to the Little League fields and it was like our little sandlot.
But you know what though, we got to go. But
yeah, we got to go.
I would say though, it's a shame when we talk about summer when you ride through towns and the parks are unoccupied.
I have a little neighborhood park right at the end of my street. I live near a 4-way intersection. Nice little neighborhood park. There's hardly ever anybody there.
Yeah. We got to change that.
And I bought the house so my kids would get out of the house and go to the park.
That's punishment nowadays. Go outside and play.
Go outside and play, yeah. All right, speaking of punishment, time to go to advisory. Just kidding. Just kidding. Happy Thursday.
Be great.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Zebra Morning Show. Please tell a friend to help spread the word. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on X, Instagram, and Threads at Zebra Podcast Net. Visit our website at zebrapodcastnetwork.com where you can learn about joining us. And don't forget to send us your announcements and shout-outs. Have a great day, Zebra Nation.